Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
No topic too absurd, no statement too asinine. We are Nerdy Jersey's finest. Nerdities coming directly at you through the interwebs. I am Mike, that is.
I am Justin.
You are?
Vin.
He be.
Joe.
And a fun guest tonight. We're without a Kyle, but we've got a...
Dave.
Yeah. Creator of Confederate Monster. We've talked today before in interview format, but this is the one above all. This is where things get, I can't say crazy.
Personal?
Or poorly organized?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. This is where we're formatted, and I use giant air quotes there. We're going to buck the format for a hot second, though. I want to let Dave, if he wants to hawk his wares, talk about his life, just give him some time to shine, because we're going to be talking over each other a lot. So you might not get the opportunity.
Fair enough. So, like you said, I'm the creator of Confederate Monster, which is basically the world of Frankenstein set during the Civil War. So, in the series, it's basically 8 years after the original Frankenstein story. We're kind of catching up with all the regular characters that we know, like Igor and Dr. Frankenstein. But it's a totally different story. It has a completely different format. The main character is actually Igor, who is posing as a different person hiding out in Virginia. So it's a really gruesome horror story. There's lots of undead Confederate monsters, which is where we're getting into with issue 5 that just launched on Kickstarter. So we get to do a lot of battle scenes and carnage, and it's a super fun story. We're almost to the end. I'm just really excited to round the end mark of this book. It's been about almost 5 years since I started it. It was my 2020 project, and I only got about halfway through, and now I'm kind of coming back around to it and trying to finish it up.
Yeah, 2020 afforded a lot more time to work on stuff like that, and then reality set back in again.
That's true. So
it's good that you kept with it, though. It's good.
Yeah, I took a little bit of a hiatus because I think with a lot of us with 2020, I had to kind of, rebuild my business a little bit. And so I kind of focused all my attention on that. And my lovely wife, about a year or so ago, got in my ear and just sort of said, hey, maybe you just take a day and do Confederate Monster that day of the week. And I did, and I was able to get issue 4 done fairly quickly. And now I'm about halfway through issue 5.
That's great. You got a booster. Not
Yes.
Everybody's partner is a booster.
Absolutely. She's great.
That's excellent. That's great to hear. All right. So the way we usually do the show, quite often we'll talk about personal stuff, but we do have a fair amount of things to talk about. We don't always jump into personal things, but when there have been people that pass away of significance, we like to give some rest in peace time. And holy fucking shit this week.
Yeah.
This week was rough. The last 7 days sucked. I'm going to start, and I know it's cruel to say it, I'm going to start in order of our personal influence, I guess. Importance is a proper word. First up is George Lowe. Do you know who I'm talking about there, Dave?
No, I do not.
Okay. Neither did we when it was first announced, but he was the voice of Space Ghost.
Oh, I did hear that this morning. Yeah.
Right, that's one of those ones you hear and you're like, shit.
Yeah.
And you kind of forget for a second. But yeah, the voice of Space Ghost at 67 years old.
Young.
Yeah. Other than mentioning it, there's not much else we could say, except apparently most of us watched the shit out of that show. So yeah.
Love Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Damn unfortunate. Next up, David Johansen, or Johansen. We may not know him by name, but if you've ever seen Scrooged, he was the ghost of Christmas Past. If you ever watched Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, which I recommend anyone who likes horror, watch Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. He was a hitman who went toe-to-toe with a black cat. Trust me, even though that doesn't sound cool, it's a great sequence.
You know his ulterior, his
AKA? His pseudonym?
Yeah. Buster
I knew him
Poindexter.
from most of my life as Buster Poindexter. Hot.
Hot, yeah.
I had no idea he was the lead singer of the New York Dolls because most of my life I didn't know who the hell the New York Dolls was. I'm a nerd. How old was he? Do you remember, Joe? I didn't write that one down.
I didn't write it down, but the interwebs will tell me real quick.
Didn't do my due diligence there. Oh, he was also in the movie version of Car 54, Where Are You? Now, if you're
Yes,
old
he
enough to know
was.
what Car 54, Where Are You is originally, you're like me and you're in your 40s.
Yeah.
You weren't alive when it came out because it was in the 50s, but
75.
75. Ooh, that's a good long one. Respect to that. Now, next up, not quite as long a life, and this one sideswiped a lot of us.
Yeah.
Michelle Trachtenberg.
Yeah.
She of Buffy, Gossip Girl. She was Penny in Inspector Gadget the movie.
Yeah.
She was Harriet the Spy. She was in Euro Trip. She was, let's not forget, she was in Cop Out, Kevin Smith movie. But most importantly, for us, she was Dawn in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, who came out of nowhere and was annoying at first, but turned out to be a great character. 39 years old, we believe from liver failure. She had been going through a lot as of late, and it's damned unfortunate.
I didn't hear the cause of death before. That's interesting. She's like nearly exactly my age.
Yeah.
There's always that like very cherubish face too, like very slim build, but had those cute cheeks. Over the last couple of years, they were showing her at events and stuff. She was using a cane, and she was pretty gaunt. You can kind of tell like she was really struggling. This one's so sad. She's a bit younger than me, like 39, man. Fuck. Now, the one that rocked the world for a few days, and we're still questioning exactly what happened. Gene Hackman and his wife, I want to make sure, Betsy Arakawa, 95 years old.
And the dog.
Yeah, the
He's a
dog
fucking
too.
dog, man.
Has anyone heard any more about this? Because
No.
didn't you hear the two people and a dog died? Am I the only person who thought carbon monoxide?
Yeah.
They ruled that out. They ruled out it wasn't anything gas related. I don't.
I heard pills.
But the dog?
My thinking is he passed away, 95 years old. It happens. She got depressed. She committed suicide, and the pills fell down. And maybe the dog. It was the only dog that was out of a cage. Maybe the dog ate too many of the pills.
I don't know.
That's just me Columboing here.
It's fucking, it seems so fucking weird, though.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I saw she was mummified or something like that. I thought she died like days before him.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Her arms and hands showed signs of mummification.
wow, this one's good.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's
Weird
weird.
documentary one day.
Right.
Was it Edgar? You think? From Men in Black?
Oh, yeah. Edgar. Do you want to know something crazy? Like, he was the last one from the main cast of Young Frankenstein.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
95, man.
Think about it.
Mel wasn't in the movie.
Mel wasn't in the movie.
His voice was, but he wasn't in the movie.
True.
Shit.
Yep.
Good call, Joe.
The story is that the other Gene talked to Gene Hackman, and Gene Hackman said, I want to do a comedy. I really want to do a comedy. And it's one of the funniest scenes in movie history.
Let's do a quick.
Brought it back to Frankenstein for me. I appreciate that.
Very welcome.
That's what he does.
Quick rundown. Some of the marquee names. French Connection. Obviously Lex Luthor in 3 Superman movies. Poseidon Adventure. As Joe mentioned, Young Frankenstein. No Way Out with Kevin Costner. Mississippi Burning. Hoosiers. Royal Tenenbaums. And personally, at least for our group, me personally, Loose Cannons. If you've never seen Loose Cannons with Dan Aykroyd, underrated comedy.
The Birdcage.
I was gonna say the birdcage, man.
His line, I don't want to be the only girl not dancing.
They don't make women like her anymore.
Oh, it's such a great scene.
And most important for me, maybe, I think Justin might agree with this, The Replacements.
Fuck yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking The Replacements.
Maybe the best sports movie ever.
Yes, because it is a sports movie.
Sports movie. Heart. Miles and miles of heart. Interesting little stories are coming out about his career. He passed up a role in Jaws. Didn't say which role it is. And that's how versatile. Like, usually when you hear someone pass up a role in a movie, you're like, oh, obviously they were going to play this guy. He could have played Quint. He could have played Brody. He could have played the mayor. He could have played pretty much anyone but Hooper. And he probably could have even pulled off Hooper.
He could have, yeah.
So, yeah. 95 years old. And not to be outdone, Betsy, his wife, was an accomplished concert pianist. So she had her own career, too. At this point in the rest in peace, we usually give 5 seconds. I think we've held for 10 for this many people. And count it down.
That's fair.
They all deserved it.
Wow.
Now we go up again.
I had some additions to what you were just saying.
Okay, if it's happy, you can say it.
Not only Spielberg approached him for Brody.
Okay.
He was
sense.
also considered for Randall P. McMurphy for Cuckoo's Nest. Spielberg also wanted him to play Roy Neary in Close Encounters. Coppola wanted him in Apocalypse Now. He was initially cast as Mr. Robinson in The Graduate. Ironically, there's a Jaws connection there with Murray Hamilton, who played the mayor in Jaws.
Is he the plastics guy?
No, he's not the plastics guy. No. That was another guy at the party.
So, yeah, they wanted to give him every fucking role in Hollywood.
Yeah. Good.
Why not?
Wow.
Gene-ass Hackman. All right. So, yeah. At this point, we tend to get into casting news, and there wasn't a whole hell of a lot. There was more uncasting news as far as I know.
I got a pretty big casting.
Okay, let me throw out is it the John Lithgow one?
It is not.
Okay. This was You unmuted yourself just for you.
Yes.
That deserves a boo. If that doesn't deserve a boo, I don't know what does.
I agree with Vinny.
I'm almost there. I don't necessarily love this. John Lithgow is going to be Dumbledore in this Harry Potter series.
I don't fucking... nothing against Lithgow. I get it. Right?
Yeah.
It's just like... It's two things. One I brought up last week, or 2 weeks ago when we started hearing the rumor mill churning about this. I think they should have cast someone slightly younger, considering the age issue was a problem with the movies, and they had to recast a Dumbledore midway through those. 2, I don't see him as Dumbledore-esque.
I see him very Dumbledore-esque.
I can't.
What are you going to do in season 1 when the ogre goes in the girl's bathroom after Hermione and he goes, oh my god, there's an ogre, and you're just going to think Farquaad right away. Right away. Don't like it.
It's going to be very Shrek for you.
Yeah, that's all. His voice is Shrek.
His voice is...
You know what I mean? Like, it's very...
Farquaad.
That's what I'm saying. It's Farquaad, but like, when you think of Shrek, you think of Farquaad. Like, his voice is so... not iconic, but like, it just stays. It sticks.
It'll always be Howard and the Hendersons for me.
Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah.
Santa Claus the movie.
Oh, puce. The color is puce.
I don't, in my head, I have a hard time seeing him as a good guy.
Was it Cliffhanger? Is that what did it for you?
It's just like, I don't say he just, everything I think I remember him from, he's not been a good man.
Is it because he slapped Bigfoot?
Yeah, well,
Leave us alone!
I was just thinking Dexter the whole time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. See?
He's a bastard in Dexter.
He's acting though, man. He can inhabit. He did a great job in Return of the Beginning of the End of the Planet of the Apes. Worst fucking titles ever.
Wait, which one was that?
It was the one with James Franco Colombo.
Franco Colombo.
Frank Gorshin?
Ooh, that's better, Frank Gorshin.
Yeah. Riddle me this, let's go. He played a really good dementia patient in that.
Yeah, he was in that movie.
And then everything. Man's all over the place. But I don't disagree. He even said himself, by the time they're done filming this thing, he'll be about 95. So
Yeah.
Jeez.
might want to shoot a little younger. But hey, the ink's already been signed. It's dried. Daniel Radcliffe was being thrown around for this Clayface movie that I'm still kind of fucking blown away they're making.
Right.
Yeah.
Gunn loves it, apparently. He says the script's fantastic. I don't see where it fits into the overall fucking shenanigans.
If they do the Clayface like they did on the Batman animated that we just had on...
Yeah, where it's more of the Batman's Adventures or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Where it's more of a guy who changes his... Because we all picture Clayface as this hulking, shape-shifting monster.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't really, maybe by the end of it, he would, lose his way and become that thing. That's not really Hollywood fare, though. That's...
We do know monsters exist in this universe because Creature Commandos was fucking awesome. So...
It's not a crazy notion. It's not like dropping Clayface in the middle of Pattinson's movie.
Right. So those monsters are already established in this universe. We know they exist. We know
It's just a weird pull.
I think it's the way the movie's set up. It's not going to be like a straight up comic booky movie. It's going to be more of a body horror
I could live
craziness.
with that, though. Some kind of Cronenberg type thing.
Yeah.
With an identity crisis. Yeah. But Radcliffe is not going to be Daniel Radcliffe. And of all the parts of this, I would have liked to have seen him play that kind of character. Shall not be, though. Jeremy Allen White will not be Sergeant Rock, because we have no friggin' clue who's going to be Sergeant Rock. I'm still shocked they're making a Sergeant Rock. The one I do have that's an actual casting, Ed Harris is joining the MCU
I read this.
Oh, I didn't read about that.
as Wonder Man's agent.
Okay. Yeah.
I love how everyone's like, oh, okay.
All right, that's fair. Because whenever someone joins the MCU, it's usually there's something behind it. But no, I'll take this. This is fine. Nothing against
a main character.
Nothing against Ed Harris personally, but everything against him, I guess.
Yeah, there's no way to salvage that. There's nothing against the guy. I just don't want to see him. Yeah, you know what? Fuck him. I can't. So that's all. You said you have some kind of actual casting, though.
I do. The Boys, season 3, has
Okay, I did see this.
added all 3 main dudes from Supernatural. We know that the Jensen Ackles was already Soldier Boy. We knew that Jared Padalecki was going to be in there in some way, but Mish Collins, the former Castiel, has been added to the cast. Now all 3 get to hang out together again.
I guarantee they don't share a scene together because Padalecki and Collins are both going to die in the episode they premiere in. Because it's the Boys.
Maybe.
Homelander's just going to destroy them.
No, they're going to be cruel and make Jensen Ackles kill him.
I mean, Eric Kripke is a weird motherfucker,
Evil.
But I don't know. Maybe we get to see them work together, and then the 2 of them die. Yes.
By the deep.
The deep. Just slitting throats.
The most he'll do is fuck him.
The octopus.
I was just saying that the octopus, man, stick the octopus on him.
As fucked up as it was for him to have a relationship with an octopus, the fact that a Homelander made him eat it is one of the most disturbing moments I've ever seen.
My God.
I agree. Much more so than probably some of the other moments that have been quite disturbing in that show.
Yeah, that was definitely up there.
Just eat it.
Yeah. And the fact that it's Tilda Swinton's voice as it's dying.
All right.
Okay, so that's all our casting, right?
That's castings.
Wait, no, there was
What?
one more.
What?
What?
Matthew Lillard is going to be in Daredevil season
Oh,
2.
that's right.
That's right.
I hadn't heard about that.
We don't know as who. We assume soon because they're going to start filming it very soon, actually.
Yep, and the new season has been on for 15 minutes. Just saying.
No extra anything. At this point, we tend to jump into trailers, and there's a small handful of them this week. The Bondsman, starring Kevin Bacon,
The Kevin Bacon.
looks like R.I.P.D. minus the corny horse shit.
In hell.
Yeah, because he dies, and he was a bondsman, comes back to life, and has to take demons back to hell, and can't make any mistakes.
No, that's original.
Yeah. The series coming to the Amazon Prime on April 3rd. Happy Face, starring Dennis Quaid, and no one else that I know by name, which I kind of like.
Well, the dude who played Martian Manhunter in Supergirl, I think, is in it too. I don't know his name, but when he popped up the trailer, I'm like, oh, it's Martian Manhunter from Supergirl.
Oh, he's one of that guy. He's that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. This one is the female lead, who's an unknown. Like I was saying, I appreciate that when there's a well-known lead and you have them supported by unknowns. You can kind of attach yourself to them a lot easier. She's called in because her father was a serial killer who admits that there's one more person that he killed and they'll only tell his daughter. And it's him messing with her psychologically. He was the Happy Face killer. And if you've seen The Substance, you know that Dennis Quaid can play a real sick bastard these days. If you've not seen The Substance, I recommend you check it out. If you like horror. I gotta have that addendum there. Because it truly is horror. Shrek 5 teaser.
I'm gonna watch it. I liked all the Shreks.
Are you in on the brouhaha?
I don't care. It's 2025. Of course the animation's gonna look different.
But here's like
15 years older?
yeah. Here's my thing with that. Yeah, the character's gonna fucking age. Like if they're showing one of his kids, and hopefully he's still got the other two fucking kids.
Yeah, the other two.
And that child that they show is grown the fuck up. It's reason to believe Shrek 2 would age.
Mm-hmm.
He looks younger.
I don't think, honestly, I don't think there's much of a fucking difference.
I've seen him side by side. He looks a bit softer. They've really softened the edges. There's more of an angular look to the original design, and I think that part of that was the limitations of CGI at the time. Now that they can do better, they are doing better.
The one I noticed the most difference was Fiona. But also, it's been, 15 years since Shrek 4 or something like that? I'm pulling this number out of my ass. I have no idea if it was really 15 years. I just know it was a while ago.
But yeah, way off with that one.
Shit, it was 15 years. Yeah.
Doctor Who looks very Doctor Who-y. We're getting a Cuphead-style animated character for the premiere episode, voiced by Nightcrawler.
We're getting an animated scene with the Doctor, like and the new companion as animated characters too.
I thought he was an animated character coming into the real world.
That is he is coming to the real world, but I saw a still of the Doctor and the new companion as animated characters too.
That sounds fun. You a Whovian, Dave?
Honestly, I've watched some of it, but it's not something that I've extensively looked into. I'll be honest.
That's interesting. Like, I find with most people, they either just don't care about it at all, or as soon as they see it, it locks them in and they fall in love. It's very rare to just be like, oh, I saw it, it's nice, and whatever.
Might have been because I started with like earlier. I mean, not like the earliest stuff, older stuff. So it's like sometimes when you watch that like really dated television, you're just kind of put off by it in certain ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think I'm a little put off by like certain British television. So maybe that's just my bias against British television.
I totally understand that, because before I started watching the more modern stuff, like where David Eccleston took over, all of the episodes that I saw of Doctor Who, it looked like Dark Shadows. That kind of.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good way of putting it.
Yeah, and I was never enamored with that look. It always felt like a cheap soap opera.
Yeah.
So it put me off. But then when they modernized it and put some budget behind it, and it became more in line with modern sci-fi, I really got hooked on it.
So now it's got that Disney money.
Yeah, it really is looking pretty these days.
Those mouse pups go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
They sure do.
Last trailer we have is the parenting, right?
Oh yeah, it looks this one.
Yes, the parenting.
The premise seems to be two guys who are getting married bring both of their families to a lake house
As you do.
to bond. Well, they're rich people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sure.
And it's haunted by some kind of malevolent creature. So
As it
it's, yeah, dark comedy. And you've got, what's her name? Phoebe.
Yeah.
Lisa Kudrow.
That's the Kudrow. Going around saying silly stuff, like cursing and stuff, and that's not me. That's not who I am. It's trying to constantly deny who she is. It looks like wacky, zany fun with some very dark moments in there.
It really, it popped up on my feed, and I was like, oh, what is this stupid shit? And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll give it 2 minutes. 30 seconds, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I had to share it. I was like, guys, you gotta watch this.
It works for us. I'll see it. When it comes to Prime or whatever,
It's on
I'll
Max.
check it out.
Right.
It's going directly to Max?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for paying for it, Justin.
You're welcome. What are you talking about? We don't share accounts.
No, I don't even know what Max is.
Isn't it that show that was with oddities? With it wasn't the head, but it was the Max.
Yeah.
Aeon Flux, that's Max. So that's all of our trailers, right?
That's trailers.
Now this is where we tend to take up the bulk of our time, because, like most Americans, we watch a lot of shit. So
I
we do
have
reviews on
insomnia.
shit. Yeah. I have a handful of free time. I watched The Last Showgirl.
Oh, how was it?
Remember how we saw the trailer and we're like, this is basically like The Wrestler, but with hot chicks in it? It was basically The Wrestler with hot chicks in it. They absolutely, 100% definitely created a story custom made for Pam Anderson. But that's not a dig, because she does a great job. The plot is that she is literally one of the last showgirls on the Vegas Strip. There are no more of these dancing booby shows around. And it's like the last 2 weeks of the show. As the movie starts, there's an announcement that they only have 2 weeks left. And Dave Bautista is the producer who runs the show. And he does a solid job, but he's very downplayed Dave Bautista. If you saw Blade Runner 2049, he's kind of that character with a long wig. Very soft-spoken. Yeah. Billie Lourd plays the Pam Anderson's daughter. That's Carrie Fisher's daughter, who stood behind her in all the Star Wars movies recently.
That she was her in the one we don't talk about because that movie sucked.
Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
You're a sensitive little girl, Joe.
I hated that movie so much.
It had its issues.
Good. Hate it. Feel your anger, Joe. Let it out.
It was okay until there's just like, oh, wait a minute. Here's my lightsaber. Oh, wait. Now you have it. Okay.
Didn't they make Luke Skywalker drink like alien cow jizz or something?
No, that was episode 8. This is the one where the only good part I thought it was where Luke raised the X-wing out of the water. I'm like, okay, I like that.
So,
that.
Joe,
and then the rest of the movie.
Joe, what you're saying is, in a world with spaceships, laser swords, and all sorts of magic, you were upset that the magic went too far and they teleported a lightsaber?
Stupid.
Okay, I wanted to know where you drew the line specifically.
I thought that was stupid. Next thing, in episode 10, Rey's going to have, Force Baby.
An army of, millions of unregistered clones. That was all cool.
No, that sucked. I hated everything about that.
Okay.
The stupid Palpatine thing. Palpatine's alive.
No. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that clone. I meant, 4 movies earlier.
6.
Whatever.
Star Wars math.
Yeah, actually, I have to. So, are you counting Rogue One in there?
Doesn't matter.
I didn't hate the prequels. Well, 1 I had issues with. 2 was meh. 3 was definitely the better one.
You gave everything else a pass, but you were hung up on the lightsaber teleportation.
No, Palpatine and the part where all the Star Destroyers come out of the planet and they're all fully crewed.
Yeah, with in the world that armies of clones existed previously. I can understand where you would think that would be hard to do.
I just thought it was stupid.
No, I'm just
I just thought it was stupid. I'm like, okay, you're gonna end the Skywalker saga with this?
I'm just
With a giant space battle? Why would they do that?
With a shitty space battle, because Duel of Fates was such a better script than what we got.
I don't know. I don't know about that, dude.
All right. We can opinion all day long. We can opine our asses off.
Did you watch anything else, Mike?
Yeah. I watched a documentary called Devil in the Family on Hulu. If you have Hulu or the Disney Plus, they've probably been throwing it in your face a lot. It's about a Mormon family, mother, father, 6 kids, where the mom goes complete. She's an influencer.
Oh! This story.
Yeah. It's fucky.
Yeah.
It's fucky.
It's so fucky, dude. You know my thoughts on religion. You know my thoughts on the religion I was raised in. Anytime LDS comes up, it might as well be Scientology.
Yo,
and this verifies it for
those
me.
poor kids.
Fucking, they can't show the 4 youngest because of all the bad things that happen to them. Well, they're underage, so you don't want to violate their privacy like that. But just the stuff that happens to the 2 adult kids in it.
Yeah.
Just disowned for no other reason than your mom falls in with a crazy woman who takes over your life. But the thing that really stuck in my mind is, this is the first documentary I've ever seen where they didn't have to recreate anything because the mom recorded almost every moment of their lives and didn't delete anything. Yeah. So when the cops got a hold of it and I guess the dad sold the rights to all this stuff, it's all there. Every moment that could be incriminating incriminates them. It's it's a hard watch with no blood.
That says a lot. Holy shit.
Yeah. Starts off with a sad moment and doesn't get much happier.
Megan, she was in a true crimes a long time ago. She knew all about this when it came out. She's like, oh yeah, this one's really good. She talks like that.
I keep waiting for something to get thrown at you.
I don't think I need to tell you, Dave, but there's someone sitting to Vinny's left.
I can tell.
Yeah.
That side-eye look, just waiting for the reaction.
Mm-hmm. There's an array of buttons sitting next to him, and he just keeps pushing them. Not just today. It's not just because you're here. Every show he tries, and one of these days, there's going to be a nice left hook.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
Waiting for it.
The one about the kids that are emaciated and they ran next door. I just described it like that, dumb. And she goes, oh, Ruby Frankie. She knows. She's got the Rolodex.
Alright. Who wants to review next?
I'll go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I watched Blade 2. You guys ever see Blade 2?
seriously? Seriously. 25-year-old movie.
So good.
First time watching it?
No, it's not. He's doing that. At least he didn't do the thing where Joe goes into detail about second watches
George?
and things.
I'm gonna.
He was just like,
Alright.
it's good.
I saw Last Mohicans. I don't know if I told you that last
my
week.
God. Fuck
And I saw the first time I never seen it
Okay,
before.
alright, well, there's that.
It was fine. I must have missed the boat on that one.
It's just so odd given your love for Dances with Wolves.
I know. No, I love it in theory, but then it was kind of a weak ending.
It's only a 35-year-old movie, so you took your time on that one.
I watched Flight Risk with Marky Mark, the Mel Gibson movie.
I
The
heard.
Bald Marky Mark movie?
It was fun. Marky Mark was good in it.
I heard it was. I heard the movie was trash.
Wasn't it should have been like a Black Mirror episode. Like, it didn't need to be longer than 50 minutes. It was one of those. Like, all right, end it, but whatever. And then we watched The Gorge. This was Megan's choice.
Dude,
Oh, you set it up like that.
I talked about this.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I recommended the shit out of it. I loved it.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's one of the most inadvertently funny movies I've ever seen in my life.
Exactly.
These two were so horny.
So horny.
I don't... They're supposed to be like super militant. She goes, "Back here, it's my birthday, Dad. I'll do whatever I want." As a kid, and then she starts, shaking it at him across the pond.
As soon as he saw it was a chick across the fucking thing, he was like,
He was rock hard. He looked across that gorge and he's like, "Fuck, she sees me. I kind of want to go inside and whack it. But I know she'll know because I'm going to come right back out here and look at her."
Walk out with that
TVs.
still in there. Because it doesn't go down for another half hour afterward.
Yeah. Because the lady asked him, Sigourney Weaver goes, "Do you have any ladies?" He's like, "Nope. It just doesn't work out that way." Guy hasn't been touched in so long.
yeah.
And this chick looks at him and he's like, "Fuck. I'm gonna jerry rig an RPG. I'm gonna go the fuck over there. I'm gonna rock her world for 30 seconds.
Yes.
And she's gonna love it, I hope, because she's Russian."
Yo, but she does, though.
Who knows?
She does.
And it's not even just a normal, like, if any normal, attractive woman looked at you after not being with a chick, you'd be like, alright, yeah. It's those Anya Taylor-Joy eyes.
Yeah.
Yo.
Those, like, Battle Angel Alita eyes that she's got.
Well, she didn't really dress like she was in the military a lot. So in his defense, she's showing leg.
Just out there, just leg.
Just the legs. That's all you really need. You're looking across it with binoculars.
She pulled up some ankle.
Yeah. You see,
Right there.
ankle to upper thigh, and she's got a blanket over top, and she's just looking at you. Ah, God damn it.
Putting her
So good.
tee.
Oh, it was great.
But no, we were both cracking up because, like, again, if they make a sequel, it's The Gorge 2 hornier than ever. Because
No, it'll be the engorged.
Bro.
There you go.
yeah,
Dick joke.
penis. But no, like the one scene where the drone comes out and he's like dangling over, and the drone comes out like a UFO almost, and he looks across and he just goes, and she's like, "Oh, let's bang about it. Why don't you come over here and give me that dick?" That's all they were thinking about is fucking.
It really is.
Like they were just waiting for the day. Like they were shooting at the things, and then they wake up the next day and it's just like
that whole shooting, the whole shooting
Yeah.
at the things across the gorge scene reminded me of Lord of the Rings, of when fucking Legolas and Gimli are keeping like body counts. Except the thing was that these two were getting so turned on by it.
oh my god.
Was it a metaphor? The whole thing was a metaphor?
Yeah. There will be no sequel to the gorge, though.
There should be.
There can't be.
There can be.
You watched the ending, right?
There's other experiments they could do.
They fucking, spoilers, they nuked it.
Yeah, but there's other experiments. They go, hey, we know of a Russian experiment they did that's kind of similar. You guys seem horny enough about it to go check it out. And they're like, what do you mean? And they're like, we're going to put you on opposite sides of the tower, and we're going to see how fast you can get across and bang and maybe get down there and figure it out.
What do you mean, what do we mean? Her nipples are hard right now. Look,
I know, yeah, right?
You've got a wet spot in the front of your pants. Stop fucking around. You know you want to do this.
He like turns and knocks someone's mug off the counter, and he's like, guard.
Go down.
Anyway. I also, did you ever see Orgasmo? I watched that.
Oh, shit. 25 years old.
Fantastic segue.
It was hand in hand, wasn't it?
It's a great fucking movie.
Well, it's true. I did watch it. It's so fun. The neutered man, that guy was great.
You better make me come. Get over, boys. Any other reviews? Okay, what about
Yeah, Dave, did you watch anything?
Oh, geez. The only thing I can remember that I watched recently was that new animated adaptation of Watchmen.
Ooh.
Which wasn't too bad. I mean, it's another adaptation of Watchmen. I mean, there's nothing, like, super amazing about it. Other than, like, I did like the animation style. It was very, I think, akin to the new, like, Spider-Man series, where it's sort of, like, a mix between, like, traditional 2D with 3D, which was pretty cool, I thought. Segueing off of the last topic, the sex scenes in there were pretty choice, I will say. So,
I haven't seen anime fucking since, well, the last time I was on X Video. But, like...
You didn't watch Creature Commandos?
No, he didn't watch Creature Commandos.
Yeah, there's some serious fucking in Creature Commandos.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I got one episode in, and I was like, alright. The same thing happened with the new Spider-Man show. It was like, alright.
New Spider-Man's pretty good.
yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
It's just
not bad.
that animation does. I can't binge it because of that style. I'll kick off my stuff here. Started the first episode of the new season of Reacher.
Oh, I did watch that too.
Oh, a Reacher fan,
Oh man,
Fuck
kicking
yeah.
ass.
dude. That show
Well,
is fucking
see
incredible,
Justin's dick get hard.
dude. I love that show.
Yeah, it's great.
He's gonna be a great Batman.
He's totally going to be a good Batman.
He better be.
Good Jensen Ackles.
Batman needs to be a brawler, man.
See,
I'll tell you what. The first 20 minutes of The Gorge, I go, you know what? I can see Miles Teller playing Batman if they decide to go that route. He's of the age. He's kind of getting, he's not jacked. He's like Christian Bale jacked.
I could see Teller playing, like, Dick Grayson.
No, you're wrong. And that's fine.
a much older Dick Grayson, not an old Dick Grayson that's still under the watch of the state, but like past that Dick Grayson.
No wash food, Dick Grayson?
Yeah.
No, like Nightwing.
Fucking
Nightwing
Dick
Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm going to move out to another city. Can you please supply me with everything that I need and some money and a job, maybe? Thank you. Thank you, Bruce.
Miles
Oh,
Teller.
need your help.
right, Bruce? We got offices over there? Yeah, set me up with a job.
Miles Teller is Dick Grayson in Titans on Max, where he's like he's done doing the vigilante thing, and he's a cop. That's the age. That's the appropriate age for Miles Teller.
Sure, but he can still play Bruce. I see it.
He could.
I can see this, Bruce.
If we even see Bruce in Brave and the Bold, because
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
A lot of dick.
yeah,
Batman will not be Thad Castle. I will say that. I think I'm probably right in what I said. So we can move on.
We should all be as confident as Vinny.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I also watched Sailor Moon Cosmos on Netflix. which was the adaptation of the last bit of the Sailor Moon manga. It's good.
Nice.
It's good.
Titties?
What? No.
No titties in Sailor Moon?
No, there's no titties in Sailor Moon.
I heard there was titties in classic Sailor Moon.
No.
No, they just wear the shortest skirts ever. Like,
That's accurate.
might see something. Might see a
They have
sailor.
It's a fucking sailor suit.
Moon?
They don't have thongs or anything on underneath you. Get your fucking head out of your ass.
I was just saying what I've heard. I heard they had to edit the shit out of it for American audiences.
But yeah, it was good. Solid. Watched The Wild Robot.
I got like 10 minutes into that and something happened.
It is fan-fucking-tastic.
Really?
Yeah. Like, real... It's got that newer animation style like we were just saying about the Watchmen and the Spider-Man thing. It's not as harsh on the eyes, though. But, damn. Like, really good story.
It felt a lot like the Iron Giant.
As in, like, robot helps things?
Robot meant for something, bucks its programming to become something more.
Yeah. But it's a little bit of a fucking tearjerker.
That's what I'm hearing. Something about a duck.
Oh, man. I'm not going to spoil anything.
Something about it, duck.
Yeah.
You have something in a duck, maybe?
It's really fucking good, though. We were trying to get Zach to watch it, and he didn't want to watch it. Because he's very set on his, 6 movies that he watches now. So we're up to 7 because he's thrown Moana into the rotation.
Is he okay with Hey Hey now?
Yeah, it's fine with Hey Hey now. So he has a stuffed Hey Hey, which we never understood why he would play with that, but despised the Hey Hey in the movie, but it's fine. But he didn't want anything to do with it, and whatever. So the wife and I watched it, and man, we're sitting there last night. We're like, allergies, right?
A lot of yawning, like, oh, goodness.
Our babies are getting older. But yeah, it was really good.
Okay.
And over the weekend,
Oh, wow, more.
I watched Elimination Chamber.
Oh, wrestling talk. That's right. We have to do wrestling talk.
We have to get to the end of that. Women's Chamber was meh. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens in an unsanctioned match that took place in the middle of the show, because that makes sense. If a match is unsanctioned by the company holding it, you would think it would happen, after the main show, since they didn't want to be held responsible for whatever damage takes place. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a writer. Men's Elimination Chamber was okay. There was a women's tag match with Tiffany Stratton, Trish Stratus, Nia Jax, and Candice LeRae, which was ass.
But was the ass good?
Not really. I hate Tiffany Stratton. Come at me, internet. I don't care. There was probably another match that was on there somewhere, but
what's important? What's really important about that?
so you would think the show's name is Elimination Chamber. You would end the night with one of the Elimination Chambers. No. Instead, we were waiting to see what Cody Rhodes was going to say to The Rock, who 2 weeks ago came out all creepy, and he's like, Cody, I don't want your title, I want your soul. And was touching him all weird and shit, and he's like, I want you to be my champion. And
put fingers in his mouth and stuff.
Yeah, almost. Rubbing his fucking nipples through his suit shirt,
I like you, Cody, a lot. You're my kind of guy.
So, the John Cena wins the Elimination Chamber, as I called. You don't bring him back for his farewell tour and not let him get a shot at a title at WrestleMania. That would just be stupid and a waste of time. So he's out there. Cody comes out. Him and Cody, looking at each other, laughing. Go to point at WrestleMania. out come the Rock's music hits, and out comes Travis Scott.
That's who that was in the ring, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Because whatever.
Cross
Sure.
promotion. That's what that's about.
Then out comes Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He gets to the ring. He's like, Cody, I love you. Let's take care of your children's children by aligning with me, blah, blah, blah. What do you say? And Cody says some stuff. And then he's like, hey, Rock, go fuck yourself. And the crowd's like, yeah.
They're
Cena's...
taking advantage of this Netflix thing, aren't they?
Oh, this was a pay-per-view. Or premium live event on Peacock. And Cena goes to hug him, and then Cena looks at The Rock, and The Rock's just like, and Cena turns on Cody, and they start beating the shit out of him. Travis Scott and John Cena.
Like, Cena's been a face for, what, 20 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Never come close to doing... Well, he started off as a heel.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they started to like him, never changed.
It didn't take long. He was not a
He's
heel
got-
for long.
He's got a year left, right? About a year left?
Yeah,
Not even.
I think he's down to like 28 appearances left before he's done.
To do this now seems kind of weird.
It makes sense, honestly. If you look at it like this, The Rock's probably not going to wrestle a one-on-one match ever again, right? And you need someone around The Rock so that he can still get in the ring and do some sort of match. So you're going to bring in the guy who in a year is not going to be with the company anyway. Let Cena go out in a fun manner. He did his last Make-A-Wish prior to the event that night. Let him go out having some fun being a bad guy. It's fine. Travis Scott's in there. My theory is that this leads to a match at WrestleMania where it's going to be, since it's 2 nights, one night sees Cody defend the title against Cena, and then the next night there's a 6-man tag match, and it's going to be The Rock, John Cena, and Travis Scott versus Cody. Roman will come back to take on The Rock, and Bad Bunny, because that's the good celebrity wrestler guest. And that'll be the 6-man tag there.
That makes more sense than Jay Leno.
Sure. It's fine. My issues are, one, did we have to close out a pay-per-view with that? Like, I get it's a big reveal, and it's like, oh, holy shit, John Cena's, heel now, and blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, I get it. It's a big moment, but, like, we end a pay-per-view like that.
For intensity's sake, I get it. Now, we would want, as viewers, to see a match end.
Right.
Like, you're right. The thing that it's named after kind of should be the ending.
Right.
But story is obviously more important at this point
Now
than actual matches.
my big, huge fucking gripe I have. So, as some of the listeners know, and now Dave will know, is we have a D&D group, and our newest campaign we built into a wrestling show for D&D, and we're recording it as an extra podcast for our company, blah blah blah. So I do all the writing, and as a fan of wrestling my entire life, and as a writer of backyard wrestling when I was a teenager, and our current D&D wrestling show now, you had 3 guys beat up the babyface champion in the company. There's an entire locker room of people. Half of them are good guys. And no one comes out to fucking help the world champion. You had Roman Reigns was there, didn't wrestle in a match, didn't come out. The Usos were there, they didn't wrestle in a match, they didn't come out. CM Punk lost to Cena. He was the last one eliminated in the Elimination Chamber. Could have hobbled back out there with a weapon. and swung at Cena because we know that there's going to be a feud between the two of them.
It does seem like a missed opportunity.
Why? Why would you not? I hate that. There's only 3 fucking heels in the ring. Even if you're not like buddy with Cody, that's your opportunity. You run out there, you save the fucking champ, and you go, hey man, remember this. I want a shot at that.
Yeah, it does build story better than just leaving him as a crumpled mess.
The shit drives me insane.
It's a story choice.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Is that all our reviews?
That's reviews.
Everybody's reviewed? Okay. I have a very minimal amount of news this week, and it's all video game related.
There's the big news that leaked from Marvel Studios.
With all those images?
Yeah. When I say leaked, I mean, did it? Is it real?
The more I look at it, it looks a bit more legit, but there are some really incredible artists out there that can do stuff.
I've heard through sources that I may or may not still have a job with, that it's legitimate art from Marvel Studios. Doesn't mean that all of that is going to happen.
Yeah, it's concept art.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all keyframes they might use, they may not.
Right. But it is from my sources from a place that might talk about weekly entertainment. That it is legit.
See what you're talking about. Daily Variety. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. All of those images are Battle World friendly. They're all stuff that you'd expect in Secret Wars. So I'm not saying it's crazy, but usually they make a statement about stuff like that. Or if something like that's dropped, they'll show it. It's like, all right, cat's out of the bag. Let's show our official high-res versions of these.
Right. If
radio silence.
That could, yeah, but like those 6 panels could be all of 1/10 of a fucking minute.
Oh, there are 6 out of 500 keyframe designs that they've got.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that could be a very small portion of story from the movie. They don't have to say shit.
They don't have to, but to not say anything is a bit odd.
But if Wong is teaching the young Avengers, that would be awesome. And I want to see Star-Lord hang out with White Vision.
It's a Caucasian Vision, thank you. All right. Let me get this video game stuff out the way. The PS Plus games for the week have dropped. Dragon Age Veilguard is one of them. That game just came out in October and apparently didn't do well for EA, so they're just like, here, take it, have it. But that was primarily EA's advertising that shit that bad. Sonic Colors, which is a Sonic game that's supposed to be okay. The big get this week, though, is something I've been thinking about buying for quite some time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection.
Oh, I have it.
Every fucking Turtles game from the 80s and 90s all grouped together.
I'd be down on that. I'm not even a huge gamer. Holy shit.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I was playing the arcade game, like the one from like 91, like a few hours ago. And if you played it when you were a kid, and you were a kid, so you only had about maybe $5 on you, if you were lucky, every time you dropped a quarter in, or depending on where you were, maybe it needed 4 quarters to continue, you would hear, Cowabunga! It is so great to just be able to hit the start button and get free lives. You can hear Cowabunga whenever you want.
That's great.
If you do get it, I don't know if that one has Shredder's Revenge in it, but...
It does.
Okay, because Shredder's Revenge is fun.
I was also playing the Game Boy version, which I had back then. It's so weird to see Game Boy graphics on a 55-inch TV.
Yeah.
The pixels are like this big. Each one of them is like a thumb size.
That's really great.
But it actually plays well on like an analog stick. Those are all available right now. If you have even the PS Plus basic package, I would say at the very least claim them. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 is coming July 11th. Over the last couple weeks, they've been teasing stuff Tony Hawk related, and we were hoping it was a brand new game, but I'll settle for a remaster of 3 and 4. The remaster of 1 and 2 were fucking great. Keep it coming until you've figured out something new. I miss Tony Hawk, and I miss new versions of it. The last one I have, that's right, only 3 news stories. And this one's kind of retro, too. Terminator 2D, No Fate.
I saw
It's
this.
a 16-bit style, side-scrolling 90s action adventure that retells the story of Terminator 2 in video game style. Essentially like the Super Nintendo versions of the Star Wars games back in the 90s. Coming out for everything. All the consoles, Switch, PC, shall be available. I don't think they've announced it. Actually, I think it's like September or October that will be dropping. Very video game friendly this week, and that's all you're getting out of me. Who's up next?
I got shoot. There's another new version of Uno dropping soon.
Ghost?
No, they already have. That's already a game.
Trace?
I think that's also one.
Quattro?
Don't go for it.
I took French in high school, so I have to stop at 10.
It's called Uno Attack Dilophosaurus. Jurassic World meets classic Uno Attack with a ferocious Dilophosaurus design infusing dino thrills into card chaos. The upgraded card game features a card launcher that unpredictably shoots 1 or 5 cards in high-stakes rounds. Intriguing lights and dino roars build suspense, transforming every round into an immersive Jurassic World adventure. Collectors and gamers rejoice with this collectible Uno Attack set that brings prehistoric excitement to game night.
I was going to say, because I thought Uno Attack has been around for a while, but this all makes sense. It's very brand positive.
Yeah.
Synergy.
It's literally a fucking Dilophosaurus head.
Yeah.
That you put the deck in and it'll spit out the fucking cards. Clever. That's a clever girl.
Oh, that's what he did there. Some more synergy.
Rumor has it that Spider-Man 4 is going to be a direct sequel to Avengers Doomsday.
Well, it does fall in line that way,
We
right?
knew that.
I mean, they could do the Marvel thing, and it takes place before the events of Doomsday.
We know that we know it falls in between the movies. I'm saying the story itself is going to be a continuation of Doomsday and bridge into whatever the fuck.
I would hope, Tony Doom, Victor Stark, and Peter Parker,
I hope
share the screen together.
I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't fucking happen. I hope it doesn't happen. At least in that first fucking movie. I don't want to see it.
Joe Maguire for us, right?
I want none of the Spider-Mens to come into contact with Tony Doom.
Like, ever? Or not until Secret
Just not
Wars?
until Secret Wars. I want it's the fucking third act of Secret Wars is when Peter and Tony finally show down, and Pete has to kill him.
He's not going to kill him.
No, he fucking kills him.
He's not going to kill him. That's not a Spidey thing to do.
No, I know what happened. Tom Holland Spider-Man dies. Toby has to come back and kill him because
But Toby has no connection to him.
Toby's Highlander. He doesn't need it.
It was announced that Doomsday and Secret Wars will be shot back to back.
And belly to belly.
Okay. That's good.
That is good.
As expected.
I likes it.
It's the only way you can do these kind of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
I'm still so shocked those guys came back.
Me too.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Those
make a
movies-
whole lot of sense in my
Money,
opinion.
money, money.
There's the sense. That's what makes sense.
Well, they need someone that they know can pull off 2 movies in a row.
Yeah. They
And
also
these 2 guys have proven they can
money.
do it. And, well, that's why they came back, yes. Because they backed up the Learjet to their house, which was already massive.
Right. Jesus.
Oscars happened the other night.
I watched it.
I'm gonna go over some of the top ones real quick. Best Picture, Anora picked up the Oscar. Best,
Anyone here seen that?
No,
Is that the one that's like a porno?
I don't think so.
No, that's Orgasmo.
Yeah. Best Actress, Mikey Madsen in Anora. Best Actor, Adrian Brody, The Brutalist. Best Supporting Actor, Kieran Culkin. Did you all watch his fucking acceptance speech?
That was great. What he said about my wife said we'll have 4 kids if I win the Oscar.
Do you think they have an Oscar baby in the making right now? Like literally, it's fermenting.
Maybe.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Zoe Saldana, our girl, picked up Best Supporting Actress for Amelia Perez. Sean Baker won for Anora. Best Director. Best Cinematographer went to the dude from The Brutalist, Lowell Crawley. Flow, the feature animated movie that's been all over the Disney Plus loading screen. It won.
Is that the cat one?
Yes, the cat one.
Not watched it.
Yeah. It won. It beat out Wild Robot, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance, Most Foul, Memoirs of a Snail, and Inside Out 2. That was a very weak-ass category, except Wild Robot was real good.
Inside Out 2 was incredible.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I feel like that category's had stronger years.
There was no Into the Spider-Verse movie this year, so...
True. Best Costume Design went to Wicked.
That feels kind of cheap.
Anora won, like, a shit ton.
Guess we'll have to watch this thing
I was
eventually.
going to say, you're going to have to watch it now.
Conan did a good job.
Yeah, I thought he was funny.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, he's Conan. Conan, you know.
What did he say at the halfway mark? This is where Kendrick Lamar comes out and calls Drake a pedophile?
Yes.
That's got to be the joke of the night.
That's pretty great.
Last bit of news is Disney is talking about going back to hand-drawn animation for future films. And I say yes, please.
Yeah, you got to shake it up. And nostalgia's bigger than it's ever been. And it's going to get bigger and bigger as this country falls apart. So yeah.
Well, with that being said, food news!
Food news. This is a weekly staple.
Yeah, this is how we like to glide into the end here.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that our other member, Kyle, isn't with us, because he loves Justin getting into food news. And by loves, I think you can say that.
Which is ridiculous. Out of all of us.
We lost Vinny.
Out of all of us, he's the one who fucking eats the most. And he's always talking about food. So I created the segment for him to give him a heads up on shit that he's going to be like, hey guys, you know what I ate this weekend? And he gets...
every week there's an Oreo thing.
Yeah, every fucking week. Anyway,
loves Oreos.
Hellman's has got a new... Hellman's and Heinz have a new line of sauces coming. Hellman's has got chicken tender sauces, buttermilk ranch, garlic parmesan, and spicy ranch.
Mayo? It's still mayo, right?
It says mayonnaise style dip.
Yep, still no.
I don't know.
Still no.
Is it like tiger style?
What?
I don't know. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Heinz has got some what they're calling flavor tour inspired sauces. So they have a Korean inspired sweet and tangy barbecue, a Mexican inspired street corn sauce, and a Thai inspired sweet chili.
Oh, so they went to the World Showcase?
Yes. Ritz being tired of the Cracker Wars, I guess. This is their year. Tons of flavors. To no one's surprise, Ritz Hot Honey is coming.
Hot honey. Hot.
I'm so done with hot honey. I was done with hot honey a year ago.
Everywhere. Still is.
Fucking taking over still.
Ritz Zesty Herb. Ritz Toasted Chips Roasted Garlic. And Ritz Bits Sandwiches Spicy Queso.
I'm not impressed.
Joe, you're a Taco Bell whore, right?
Of course I am.
Okay, you'll be happy to know that they have new Crunchwrap sliders.
Okay.
Steak and queso. And it comes with a green chili queso sauce to dip them in.
Okay.
Little tiny crunch wraps.
Yeah, tiny Crunchwraps.
Oh, you know the people who work there are going to be pissed.
So
Yeah,
pissed.
because the tiny burritos were awful.
Yeah.
They sucked.
The Caliente Cantina chicken menu, crispy taco, soft taco, burrito bowl, and quesadilla with a new avocado salsa verde. And birthday cake churros that seem to be injected with some kind of white creamy substance that is leaking out the end of them.
Okay.
That was also featured in the Gorge.
I was
Yes.
about to say they were engorged.
Yes.
Like, birthday cake flavor only really works for me in an actual birthday cake. Anytime they try and apply it to something else, it's too sweet.
Yeah.
It's just overpowering.
It's just straight sugar.
Yeah. Straight sugar, no flavor. It doesn't have that good vanilla thing going on that a decent birthday cake has.
Lindor Truffles has cookies and cream truffles coming. Yeah, oh, Joe popped
I
up.
can get down on that.
See?
Your son's gonna love it.
Oh, yeah, I know. Dun, dun, dun,
A bit too much.
dun. Lay's has got some new flavors for National Snack Day, as in March. Ruffles Smokehouse Barbecue, Smart Food Popcorn, Brown Butter and Sea Salt Kettle Corn, Funyuns Sour Cream and Funyun flavored. See what they did there? Sweet Potato Poppables, Flamin' Hot Honey Mustard Rolled Gold Twists.
There it is again.
Yeah,
Honey.
That's a lot of words.
that was a lot. And Honey Barbecue Sun Chips.
That's not a lot of words.
It's interesting. Most of the time with these announcements, it's one brand will get 5 different things. The company was like, no, one new version of all the things
We have.
Yeah.
Waterloo Sparkling Water has Guava Berry and Ruby Red Tangerine hitting the shelf soon. Ocean Spray has a Strawberry Shortcake White Cranberry Juice.
They're local.
Thanks, Joe.
Fun fact.
I feel like it's going to be like the birthday cake. You try and do strawberry shortcake in a drink, it's going to taste too fake.
But I have to try this because, like, I don't think anybody's tried to juice a strawberry shortcake yet. So, like, I kind of need to know.
I think my parents have a juicer. We could get a strawberry shortcake and try to juice it.
So we should do that.
We should make that a segment.
Yeah.
I don't think
That's a
my parents
nerdy
use
tease?
it.
Yeah.
That's our
It's a nerdy
special?
Will it juice?
Yeah. Let's juice a fucking strawberry shortcake.
Cake or juice? Huh?
Huh?
I'm going to ask my mom when I
Disgusting.
see her. Be like, hey, could I have that juicer that you haven't used in like 20 years?
Hey, Mom, can I ruin that juicer by shoving a cake in it?
Justin's kind of going to do it, but it'll be fine.
You're not using that, are you? Great.
Ben & Jerry's Sweet Mango Memories. Sweet cream ice cream with mango swirls and white chocolate chunks.
Lost me with white chocolate chunks.
Yeah, but, like, I like mango.
Mango's good.
You're supposed to say, I like mango.
The mango.
Perfy, not pervy, Perfy, the perfect soda, as it claims to be, is giving away a limited edition pepperoni pizza flavored soda.
Ew. No. No. They don't get to combine two things I love. No.
Well, then you should love it then.
Yeah, but I don't want them infused. I enjoy my slice of pepperoni and my Coca-Cola.
Well, listen, Perfy, who claims to be the perfect soda, said,
Pervs.
Joe, trust us. These are two great tastes that taste great together.
Trust us.
Perfect.
Yeah, their taste scientists have figured out that this is not going to make you vomit. Don't worry.
Only a little.
Oh, yeah. I threw up on my mouth a little bit. You know,
Or am I looking it up on my phone here?
some cultures, they only eat vomit.
DiGiorno was like, hey, how come no one else has stuffed things other than the cheese in the crust? And I question that too, because they're like, hey, let's do bacon and cheese stuffed crust pizza. Yeah, okay, bacon and cheese, sure.
I could get behind that. Sorry, I just looked at. I'm on the Perfy website, and
What, you think I was fucking lying?
no, but who wants a 12-pack for $36?
Jesus.
Perfect, Joe. You can't put a price on perfection.
Kicked in.
Yeah, you can. $36.
$36 for a freaking 12-pack of pepperoni pizza soda. Sounds like something I will never. Nope.
If you bought them separately, it'd be way cheaper.
It's really going to suck when you buy that 12-pack and there's 11 of them sitting there until they go bad.
Or they're so incredible,
Oh, no.
and you're just
no,
like,
no.
and you're just like, why is this? Why does this? Why is this? What the fuck?
You destroy the whole thing in
Yeah.
one day and order another one.
But there is no more, and they're like, we said limited edition.
I just have to read some of these. Caffeine, forget about it. Gabagool approved. Made by Uncle Paulie. Shum Pulp. What the fuck is Shum Pulp? A, no sugar added. Vegan Vinny approved.
Hey, it's vegan.
What the fuck is Shum Pulp?
I don't know, bro.
I have no idea.
I got one last bit of food news though. Wendy's is really pushing them Frosties. They're now going to have Frosty Swirls. So, Jersey kids, or anybody near a boardwalk, possibly a carnival, you know the soft serve that had like the colorful outlines?
Oh, I love those.
You know, like the flavor, but it was like just...
The flavor burst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wendy's is getting in with the Frosties on this. They're going to do brownie batter, caramel, and strawberry.
I'm there.
And then
Yeah,
you could do a Frosty Fusion, which is your choice of Frosty flavor blended with choice of sauce and mix-ins. And they have like preset ones. They have caramel crunch, caramel sauce and toffee pieces, Oreo brownie twist, brownie batter sauce and Oreo cookie pieces, and strawberry Pop-Tart, which is strawberry sauce and strawberry Pop-Tart pieces.
I might need to go to a Wendy's.
There's one great.
Yeah, there's one right up the road from us now.
I can't remember the last time I did, because the only thing I eat there is a Baconator, and do you know how bad that is for you?
Yes.
It's so good.
It's 90% bacon.
Yeah.
The bun is bacon.
Yeah. Bacon-infused bun, bacon cheese. Even the junior Baconator will take a year off your life. Okay, so no more news from anybody, right?
Just nerd and douche time.
Okay, I have no nerd. But I thought it was pretty douchey for the House Judiciary Republican Committee, instead of putting up the Epstein files, to do a fucking Rickroll.
Oh, I heard about that.
Like a literal Rickroll?
Literally.
Yeah, you click on the link, and the link didn't bring you to the file, it brought you to another link, and you're like, oh, okay, it's just a sublink. You click on that, and it was never going to give you up, never going to let you down, from an official government Twitter page. That's right, I said Twitter, internet, not X. Twitter.
Fuck Elon Musk.
That's pretty fucking douchey. That's disrespectful.
Tom Brand.
Hey, man's not wrong.
No, he's not. The orange one, you know, for just the things he does.
Orange Julius Caesar?
But,
It's a good one.
yes, the Tangerine Palpatine himself.
I'm enjoying that one too.
I don't know if any of you saw this, but he truth socialed. All federal funding will stop for any college, school, or university that allows illegal protests. Agitators will be imprisoned or permanently sent back to the country from which they came. American students will be permanently expelled or, depending on the crime, arrested. No masks. Thank you for your attention to this matter. What's an illegal protest?
Well, when everyone government doesn't agree with.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you didn't get a permit to protest, I could understand that. But I'm pretty sure, like, going to a major government building and kicking in the doors and shooting people, that's an illegal protest.
That seems fairly illegal. So, like, an organized protest.
Yeah, but those people got pardoned. They didn't get kicked out of their jobs, or
Well,
if some of them were students.
Quite a few of them have died since they hit the street again for, like, you know, trying to shoot cops and stuff. Because that's the thing you want to do when you're pardoned. Stupid.
We're in a great place. All right, so yeah, fuck all them. Do we have any nerds? Can we end on a positive
Yes,
note?
we can. I have a bunch.
Good. All right.
Good night, love. Love you.
End it right there.
With a kiss.
So, both the president and the vice president decided after creating chaos last week they were going to take the weekend off.
Oh, this thing.
And Trump went to Florida to golf, of course. And J.D. Vance went to Vermont to ski. And the town was like, nah, you're not. People lined the fucking roads with signs, telling them to fuck off. They accosted him on the slopes to the point where he had to be hidden away with his family for the weekend. It was bravo, Vermont. Home of Ben and Jerry's, yo.
What mountain was it? I wonder if I've been there.
While you're looking that up,
Burlington.
They have a coat factory.
Joe.
It's more than just Cokes.
Joe.
It's random Disney shit that you used to be able to get in the parks.
Yeah. It's also
down there.
Like
Stop me if you heard about this one. ICE raided a family-owned Mediterranean restaurant in South Jersey, arresting the owners, a husband and wife. The community is now showing an outpouring of support for Salal and Ameni, raising thousands of dollars on GoFundMe for legal fees and income. ICE released the husband with a GPS ankle monitor, but detained his wife at the Elizabeth Detention Center. They own the business Jersey Kebab in Haddon Township. Now, mind you, they have been going through the process of becoming citizens now for 6 years.
It's not a quick one.
It's
not an easy one.
It's not a quick and easy thing. So, like, the government agency in which was there to pick them up is aware of all this. But we gotta round, innocent people who don't have, like, any fucking criminal record or anything, pay the taxes on their business.
Well, I was going to say, they're obviously criminals. I mean, jeez. Own a business.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's criminal to have a sign on their store that says, if you're not doing well financially or you're homeless, please come in. It's on us. That criminal fucking activity.
Yeah, but it's a smooth criminal.
Yeah.
Man, we're hitting them rims tonight.
Yeah, the zingers.
Right.
But
we tend to get a little bit political at the end, but we don't dive too much in.
so Haddon Township, fucking New Jersey. Fucking good
Jersey
job.
strong. Jersey strong.
And the last one I have here
Wow, many much nerds.
is Lindt chocolate. You see, as the orange one was like tariffs on everything, Lind was like, hey Canada, don't worry, here's what we're going to do for you. We're not going to send the stuff through U.S. Customs like we would normally do, because then you're going to get tariffed. Instead, we're just going to send it directly from Europe and bypass the whole fucking sticky situation. So, like, don't take our product off the shelves, because, like, we're gonna fucking circumvent this whole thing.
I feel like that's going to be happening a lot.
So, fucking your chocolate's delicious. Fight the power. Win. Appreciate you.
Okay. Kyle usually does the landing gear.
Yeah.
It's up to you, Justin.
Hold on before we do our landing gear. One last time, Dave. Plug all your stuff. Tell the peeps where they can follow you. Whatever other important information.
How much time is left on the Kickstarter?
Oh, it quite literally launched at noon today. So
Ooh,
lots of time left. I will say one thing I didn't mention earlier. So I have an early bird bundle that's going to be available for the first 48 hours. So there's plenty of time to still grab one. Basically, it's a physical digital copy of issue 5, a really cool art print by me, a sticker, a coaster, and a very special free trading card size mini, well, I'm calling it actually a tiny commission. So it's, like I said, about the size of a trading card. It's just like a little, head bust of a character of your choosing. But it's totally free. So you can get all that for just like $26. So it's a pretty cool thing. Like I said, it only lasts for the first 48 hours. So make sure you jump on it early. But yeah, the book is, again, basically Frankenstein set during the Civil War. My Frankenstein character is like a freaking cowboy. It's very cool. And you can find me on pretty much all the socials at Dave Swartz Art. Or you can find my website at daveswartzart.com.
excellent. We thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you for joining us on this crazy, wacky show.
Yeah.
You're our first guest on the One Above All. That's what we call our regular weekly main show.
Well, I am honored. I appreciate the invite.
Thank you for laughing at our bad jokes.
I'm right there with you.
Low-hanging dick humor, or dick humor that's low. Yeah.
Hung. Anyways, if you like what you heard, thanks. You go to facebook.com/nerdities, at nerdities on Twitter, at nerdities on Instagram. We'll probably have a blue sky because Elon's eventually going to kick us off because I am a troublemaker.
Looking forward to that Daily Show interview.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, that's going to be
man.
It's
Yeah,
not.
Walk into that one.
It's not
I met
happening.
Jon Stewart. He's a smart dude.
Yeah.
It's not happening. Elon already walked back the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if it happens.
Go to prowrestlingtees.com/nerdities, NERDATIES. Buy our cool ass t-shirts because they are cool and you should own them. Sinful Creations by Justin.com, CINNFUL Creations by Justin.com. That's my online bakery. Buy things. They're tasty. Child of the 90s, you remember Hostess Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pies? I make them. Mine are better, clearly. But, order some stuff, have it sent to you, fund my children's future college, or, just a trip to McDonald's in the next 4 years, I'm sure is going to be worth, $100. Anyways, let's not dwell on that. Joe?
Check us out on youtube.com, youtube.com/nerdities. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things nerdities. And don't forget to ring the bell to get notified when new content is coming, because a whole lot of new content is coming in the year 2025, including Season 2 of Nerd ETs, our cooking show,
Woo!
in which we meaning Justin, will be recreating and enhancing theme park foods. We also have the final installment of the Joe trilogy entitled The Justice League. We have a feature film that is in the works. We have a Christmas special. We have a Halloween special. And be sure on March 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern, we are live on YouTube for our monthly trivia night. Remember, there are audience participation prizes, and you do have to log into YouTube to participate, to join the chat. We all know you have Google accounts because it's 2025. Everybody probably has a Google account.
You already have one. They're just waiting for you to sign in.
Exactly.
Overlords.
Mm-hmm. Okay, as we usually end pretty much all of our shows, the opinions of the Nerdies crew are idiotic and poorly thought out, but don't worry, next week's will be far more insulting. The real ending, though, is the phrase, fuck bye.
Fuck bye.
Bye.
Fuck bye.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.